All right, once you've had several iterations of good shooting, you've probably been shooting with your audience for several classes, they're starting to develop that skill, they see repetition, starting to see some good grouping down range. So now we have to talk about leveling up the challenge, right? So this is our opportunity to start to introduce some skills-based competitions, right? Some scoring. So you have a whole variety of ways to do that. We're always going to stay within our SAR format though, so we're going to introduce some exciting games, but we're always going to be checking with our safety. So while we're trying to get the audience excited and engaged, we're going to check in with them. You know, we're going to always make sure that we are still range speed is walk speed at all time. We're going to feel the energy of our group, and if that starts to get cranked up because we're getting competitive, we want to control that and intercede that early so they can be safe, have a good time with a good competition. That'll also include the type of targets that we use. We might use 5 bull like this that we're going to use in our SAR tournaments. We're going to stick to bullseye circle type targets, real skill development targets. Only use those in the SAR tournament. So we're going to look at that right now. The first round we're going to shoot is going to be a practice round where we're going to start shooting at the SAR bull target, 5 bull target, and we're going to shoot this in a pattern of top left, top right, we'll move to the center, bottom left, and then bottom right format. So this Z pattern here is what we shoot in competition. So we're gonna shoot that, you know, in our training as well. We're gonna train like we're gonna do in the real competitions. What we're gonna do is all of our same 11 shooting steps. We're gonna use that process, 1 shot per target, a second pellet here, a third pellet here, 4th and 5th. And that's how they're gonna move through that practice round. We'll rack our air rifles, we'll come back behind the waiting line, and then we'll go down, we'll check those targets. We'll talk about scoring while we're there. So we'll review the scoring there, and then we'll come back, we'll do it for real. So while we are gonna use the SAR format or the student air rifle format, you know, we're gonna use that in this tournament format, because again, it simulates that competitive environment we're gonna go into. But there are gonna be other games and activities that you can play. A very, very simple one is gonna be taking a couple of 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper, and then you can build a tic-tac-toe grid out of just blue tape. Run that blue tape 2 across, 2 down. Now we have our hashtag, our little tic-tac-toe, taping it up on our target blocks downrange. Our shooter on the left has the left target, shooter on the right has the right target, and they're gonna play tic-tac-toe against each other. So they're shooting their own, but then, you know, monitoring which space is being taken up, trying to get tic-tac-toe that way. Other things you can do to really make it fun, kind of spice it up, might be using some balloons. So bringing balloons into an environment, you can just get it up on that target catch down there. So get those balloons up. Maybe you're gonna pick a color of the day, and only that color is the one that you're supposed to shoot, and pop that balloon with your air pellet. You can have a red balloon and a green balloon, and they're only supposed to shoot the green balloon. You shoot the red balloon and you're out for a round or something like that. All sorts of different ways you can spice up, you know, the competition, you know, amongst your team. And of course, you're inviting other classes to come and play, schools down the road to come and play, and you really get to build up that community, which is, we know, really critical for our shooting sports. But when we're going the traditional mode, and we're gonna use the SAR 5 bull target, is what we're gonna look at right now. So the way we're gonna start this off is anytime, you know, mentioned before that we're gonna get competitive, we're adding a new element to it. We wanna revisit safety still, just so we can control the energy and make sure that everybody's apprised. So it's a good time to go over your 4 primary air riflery safety rules, just to reiterate that. Have your class, maybe they're the ones saying that to the rest of the group, just so we establish that we're gonna have fun, but we're gonna do it in a safe manner. Once that's established, we're gonna go and give that whistle command, telling them to come get their air rifle. So, get rifle. So as your competitors are now getting set up, they're gonna position themselves behind the shooting line. Air rifles are always down, pointed down range. You've pre-positioned 5 pellets in each of their pellet holders, so they're ready to go. All they're waiting for now is your whistle command telling them to shoot. So you're gonna do a survey of your range, make sure that both in front of and behind the targets is safe, and all your exits, of course, entrances are secure. We look good, so we're gonna give our team a permission to shoot. Whistle blast of shoot. So they're gonna go ahead and go into their 11 steps of riflery success, and while they'll be proficient at this point, they'll know how to shoot. Because we did add this extra excitement of competition, we do want to mind just the basics, okay? It's easy for them to lose the fundamentals, to take shortcuts, or just get a little amped up, which is okay. So our shooters now, our competitors, they're using, again, that Z pattern. So you're gonna send 1 pellet to the top left target, one pellet to the top right, one to the middle, then a bottom left and a bottom right. And that's that Z pattern we're talking about. That's the same one that they're gonna see in actual competition. Now everyone's finished shooting this practice round, so now we're gonna receive the whistle to re-rack our air rifles. Excellent, so at this point, all of our competitors have finished shooting their practice round. They've re-racked the air rifles. Break action is open. Our safety indicators are indicating they are safe. Everybody's behind the safety line. So now we can progress downrange and check our score. Okay, so here we go, 3-whistle command. And now we'll walk, because we're always gonna walk downrange. Again, reiterate that in this competitive format. All right, remember you're always the first one downrange, checking for obstructions and safety and everything. Everybody stop here at that target line, get their first glimpse at their target cards. So they can start scoring here. The 5-bolt target will have a place for their name, and they can tally up those scores and go ahead and total those up on that practice card. Now we see here, this is a 10-ring scoring system with inside the black being a 10, moving outwards 9, 8, 7, all the way back out to 5. What happens when we have a pellet that breaks the line?
Get the higher score.
We get the higher score. What about this one, which barely breaks the black line of the next higher score? Higher score, absolutely. We're always gonna give that shooter the benefit of the doubt. So if it's on anything of that, if we break 1 pixel of that black line, we're gonna go ahead and score them up a level, okay? So that allows them to go through and tally up, and then we can move on to our scoring round. So now that we've go ahead and scored our practice round, we're gonna walk back, get back behind our waiting line to receive our whistle command to start shooting our scoring round. So at this point, we've completed our practice round and we've returned to the waiting line. We're gonna get our signal to shoot our scoring round. This scoring round, we need to make sure that our audience, our competitors, knows that we're shooting at the right card at this point, the right scorecard. So we'll step back out to the side. We'll give our whistle command to get rifle. Get rifle. Competitors will walk down, they'll take their positions, and they'll stand by for their whistle command to shoot. Again, we've already pre-positioned their pellets in front of them so they're ready to go. All right, so this is a scoring round. You want to emphasize that again, just so everyone checks in. They know this one's for keeps. You survey your range, make sure everything is safe and secure. Everybody's paying attention. The energy is reserved. We're in control. We're focused on the task at hand, which is shooting for points. And with that in mind, shoot. So now your competitive shooters will shoot 1 pellet at the right target using the same Z pattern. Top left, top right, middle, bottom left, bottom right. Now all the competitors have finished shooting the scoring round, so now we will re-rack the air rifles. Excellent. All the competitors are behind the waiting line. All of our actions are broken open. We're all safe up and down the line. Range is safe, so now we will walk back down and score this scoring round.